Welcome everyone to HueFin News. Today is December the 14th, 2017, and this is our daily cryptocurrency market analysis where we are giving you the news according to the charts. And you guys can see we do this by the price bars and the volume. We try to eliminate any confusion that is placed on charts because the charts has already given us the news and it is shown through the price bars and the volume. You guys already know that we are not investment advisors and we are not giving you investment advice, because if that was the case, we would not be able to give you this information that we have been sharing on YouTube over the last couple of months. But nevertheless, you guys can see that the market cap has now surpassed the $500 billion mark once again at $519.4 billion. One of the things I want to point out to you all is the fact that the Bitcoin dominance is now back around 53.2%. And I guess you guys can tell that due to Ripple. You guys can see that Ripple has shot up substantially on today. Last price from this website was around 86 cents, up 79.3%. That is fantastic. And on our analysis yesterday, we did not forecast Ripple to move that high. And for those who were in Ripple prior to the move occurring, congratulations. All props goes to you all for riding Ripple going up almost 80% in one day. That is phenomenal. We are not haters here at HueFin News, but rather we are joyful when people are able to make profits within their own individual trades. So you guys can see that Bitcoin currently is down 0.19%. Ethereum is also down 1.36%. And no need to talk about Ripple. We already mentioned that they're up 80%, back all the way up to the number 3 slot in the cryptocurrency space. Bitcoin Cash also ended the day pretty good, up 23%, almost $2,000 per Bitcoin Cash. Litecoin did not do so well, down 10.34%. IOTA as well, down 12%. And Dash ended the day pretty good, up 6.98. Cardano up 54.47%, which is excellent for that particular cryptocurrency as well. So overall, we have a mixed bag between those who ended the day higher and those who ended the day lower. Bitcoin Gold, Monero, EOS, Neo, a lot of these altcoins also ended the day currently with double-digit gains. Now the market is still forming on the current bar for the cryptocurrencies, so our analysis is subject to change dependent on what is the ending bar for these cryptocurrencies. Okay, so I want to give you guys that disclaimer before we go into the analysis of these cryptocurrencies. So first, you guys can see is Bitcoin up 1.32%. Last trade was $16,334. So we're going to go ahead and look at the daily price chart for Bitcoin. You guys can see that the market is still maintaining price around that $1,600 area, which is a very key area for Bitcoin. The market traded all the way back up to and around 17,000, but we're still getting stockpile on the bar for Bitcoin at this present time. But one of the things I want to show you on the 3-hour chart for Bitcoin is the fact that the market is not necessarily moving lower at this time. The market is simply consolidating, trading within the range between 16,000 all the way back up to and around 17,000. And the market is still giving us more indications of it wanting to move higher. And that's going to be our analysis for Bitcoin, is for them to move higher, at least come back up to and around 16,750, or it may clip that $17,000 mark again. If we get more volume to back Bitcoin to move higher, then that is a definite possibility that it can go to all-time highs again, because the cryptocurrency space is one great area with volatility where you can definitely ride a particular cryptocurrency to enormous gains, and that's another possibility that can happen for Bitcoin as well. But we're not seeing a lot of precursors of weakness in Bitcoin at this present time, so we will say that our analysis for them to move higher And we told you those first price areas is be around $16,750 all the way back up to 17,000. Now we're not foolish to not think that the market cannot go down as well, because if it does, a key area is going to be $16,000 originally, right? But then it can come all the way back down to 15,750 or ultimately 15,500. So now we are going to go to Ethereum. So you guys can see that Ethereum is down 0.53%. Last trade was at $681.40. And the market has given us a precursors of weakness bar currently on the current bar that is forming on the daily price chart, which is an indication that the market is not necessarily ready and prepped for higher prices at this time. But when we move it to a smaller time frame, we can see if the market is still giving us precursors of strength for Ethereum. So the market currently for Ethereum is still giving us indications that it wants to at least sustain price around $660 all the way back up to 700 or even 720 at the present time. That is a pretty good sign for Ethereum, at least letting us know that the market is going to trade sideways in the short term, and that's going to be between $640 all the way back up to 740, especially for the fact that we had these precursors of weakness bars and the market did not fall. So that's why we're going to say that Ethereum should also be moving higher as well. And that first area is going to be 700 and maybe all the way back up to 720, but ultimately might come back up to that resistance area of $740. You just have to watch Ethereum as the market is making its move. But definitely we're not getting any precursors of weakness in Ethereum at the moment. But if Ethereum will move lower, then 640 or even $580 will be that definite area of support for Ethereum. So now we are going to go to Bitcoin Cash. So Bitcoin Cash is up 21.81%. Last trade was at $1,925.10. And as you guys saw in our video yesterday, we said it's going to take a push to go up bar around $1,600 in order for Bitcoin Cash to move higher. And if so, we said it's going to go all the way up to 1,700 or even to the highs of these particular bars, right? But look what happened on today. The market went all the way up to $2,100. That is fantastic for Bitcoin Cash. And one of the things I want to show you guys is the video that we've made on December the 10th, giving our analysis on Bitcoin Cash. And I want you guys to listen on our analysis. It seems like Bitcoin Cash is just getting prepped for a major move higher. That's what the last couple of these bars are showing us, is that the market is just trying to consolidate in this range prior to a major move higher. So we will continue to say that Bitcoin Cash should be moving higher long term towards that $1,360, even $1,400 area. If Bitcoin starts moving lower, then it's a definite possibility that Bitcoin Cash can come all the way up to 1480. So we told you guys on December the 10th, 2017, that the market was being prepped for a major move higher. And we have received that on today, December the 14th. So 4 days ago, we have forecasted that Bitcoin Cash was making a major move higher, and we gotten that on today. The market came all the way up to $2,100, as I stated earlier. And currently the market is still maintaining its strength, but we do have stockpile on the bar. So with that being said, we're looking at least $1,800 or maybe to the lows of this particular bar, which was around 1717, as the new area of support for Bitcoin Cash. But the market is still giving us strength, and we're still expecting Bitcoin Cash to be moving higher. So now we are going to go to, before I do that, I'm going to move to a small time frame. So definitely $1,800. It could be support area for Bitcoin Cash if it moves lower. You guys can see that 1950 is acting as resistance. So we will need this particular bar to at least close above this bar in order for Bitcoin Cash to move higher. But our analysis still stands as is, Bitcoin Cash to move higher. So now let's go to Ripple. So Ripple is up 81.88%. Last trade was at 83 cents, almost 84 cents. And Mr. Dexter, if you're listening to this video on today, you sent out a comment to us wondering if Ripple can come all the way up to $1 before the end of the year. And we said that anything's possible within the cryptocurrency space. But given that we only had a couple more weeks within December, that it does not seem feasible. But let this chart show you that anything's possible within the cryptocurrency space. This is a fantastic move that we did not forecast on our video yesterday. As a matter of fact, the market has given us a very wide spread up bar, which is a definite precursor of strength for Ripple. And it's given this strength and the spread of this bar is definitely looking likely that Ripple will come at least to $1. Okay. We're forecasting Ripple to continue to move higher, like right, of course. But given the fact that Ripple is maintaining the price currently on this bar that is forming, is letting us know that the market is still interested in price at this range. So to find support, we're going to move it to a 1 hour bar. So you guys can see that 75 cents can act as support for Ripple, and that resistance area is around 85. If it could break 85 cents, then Ripple can definitely come at least back up to the highs of 90 cents. One of the things I do like about Ripple is the fact that we had a lot of volume being sold at this price area around 80 cents all the way up to 90 cents, and the market did not fall substantially from the selling that was occurring. And that's why our analysis is quite simple. We're still expecting Ripple to be moving higher. So now let's go to Litecoin. So Litecoin is down 8.99%. Last trade was at $268.35. So looking at the daily price chart for Litecoin, you guys can see that the stockpile that came from the 13th of December continuing into today. The market is still giving us some weakness on today's down bar, but we are getting buyers in the market for Litecoin. That is a very good sign to see. And we're still expecting them to at least trade sideways, and that support is going to be $250. So $250, $260 could be support for Litecoin, and we can definitely tell that Litecoin is finding support at $260. But if in case it does not sustain itself at 260, expect it to at least come to 240 or at least the low of this completed bar. But we're definitely getting a lot more buyers coming in Litecoin at this present time. So our analysis for them is to at least move sideways to a little higher. And if it moves higher, our first area is $280. And if the market can break $280, then definitely Litecoin can come all the way back up to 290. But as you can see, the market on this 1 hour bars is giving us precursors of weakness. So we need to find a price area to find that support before Litecoin will move higher. And that first area looks to be in or around $260. And if not that, we told you it could be the low of this bar or even all the way down to 240. So now we are going to go to Dash. So Dash is up 7.32%. Last trade $933.10. So the market for Dash is still continuing to move higher. This consumption bar that we saw yesterday is just a confirmation that the buyers are still interested in a higher price. We are receiving stockpile on today's bar though, so let's see where support for Dash can be. So the first area for support can be around $880, but ultimately $840 is the support area for Dash. But the market is definitely giving us precursors of strength at the moment, and the market can come back up to $960. Let me see, moving to a smaller time frame. So we're getting some stockpile on this particular bar that is currently forming, and if this bar can close higher than the close of this bar, then it's more likely to see Dash at least come to and towards $960, if not higher. But if this bar closes lower than this bar, then expect Dash to come back down to 900, or ultimately you may come all the way back down to 880 or even $860. But currently the market is definitely in the mood for moving higher, and if it can break this resistance area of $940, then expect Dash to continue to move higher. So right now we're trading at a very crucial area for Dash, and if it cannot break through $940, then expect it to move lower. But if so, expect it to move higher, because currently we're getting precursors of weakness on this bar. But since this bar is not concluded, we cannot give you a definite movement on where Dash is going to be going. But the overall background of this chart is telling us that Dash wants to continue to move higher. So now let's go to NEO. So NEO is up 12.78%. Last trade was $50.16, and we told you that we would expect NEO to move higher. The market did go higher on today. The volume is a little lighter, and we're still getting stockpile on the bar for NEO on today. We forecasted them to at least move lower, and let's see how low did they trade. So the market came all the way back down to and around $40. But you guys can see that it went all the way back up to and around $54.50 on today. And this particular bar is a very good sign to see NEO continue to move higher and at least come to the high of this particular bar, which was around $53.30, or might come back to around $54.50 in the short term. We're getting stockpile on this current bar, but definitely the market on the 3-hour chart is giving us precursors of strength. Looking at the 1-hour chart, the market is definitely taking a break from moving higher for NEO. Around that $52 area is where that resistance came in. But if this particular bar that is forming closes higher than this particular bar, the previous one, then expect NEO to continue to move higher. But if it does move lower, 48 or even around these tops, these highs of these particular bars here, around $45.50, can be the area of support for NEO as it moves lower. But if we get a lot more selling to occur in the market, then expect NEO to come down to 44, even 42. Okay, but currently the market is still giving us precursors of strength to at least trade sideways to a little higher. So now let's go to IOTA. So IOTA is down 10.36%. Last trade $3.63. So the market is still giving us precursors of weakness in IOTA, but we're definitely getting buyers in the market. And we told you that $3.50 will be the next area of support. And it's a good sign to see IOTA at least closing at this time above $3.50. Okay. So that is a very crucial area around $3.50. If the market can continue to close higher above $3.50, then expect IOTA to continue to move higher, preferably back up to around $4. That's the first area that IOTA will have to break through in order for them to move higher. We're definitely getting a lot more volume on this 3-hour bar for IOTA, which is a good sign, letting us know that the buyers are trying to take control of the market to at least let the market close above $3.50. If that is not the case, then $3 or even $2.50 is the next area for IOTA to be finding support. So given this 3-hour bar, we're still looking for IOTA to trade at least higher from that $3.50 area. So you guys can definitely see that the buyers are stepping in on this particular bar, trying to keep price above $3.50. And currently they're being successful, but they might run across some resistance around $3.80. But overall, buyers are in the market for IOTA, so we're expecting them to at least trade sideways. And we gave you the support area. That resistance area might be $4, and if the market can overcome that $4, then $4.50 will be the next area of resistance for IOTA. So the last one is going to be Monero. So Monero is up 6.32% last trade, $317.38. So the market just simply traded sideways on today for Monero. Stockpile is still coming in on the bar, but it's a very good sign to see that the market bought up all of the selling that occurred on yesterday, and to see the bar close above the close from yesterday is also another good sign for Monero. And tomorrow may be another day in Monero to where it's going to be making all-time highs. Because even looking at the 3-hour bars for Monero, you guys can see that the market is still maintaining its strength. The last couple of bars, the market was just trading sideways, but it was still supporting itself around 290, and the market is just continues to trug higher to higher price. And we're looking for Monero to continue in that moment to be moving higher, especially back up to $330 in the short term, if not higher than that. But our analysis is for Monero to continue to move higher because we're getting nothing but precursors of strength bars on this chart. So that's all we have for today. Appreciate you all watching our videos. Appreciate the new subscribers coming into the channel. Continue to watch these videos to gain confidence as well in your own particular trading. It's our purpose to show you that you can also read charts, understand the financial language of the markets in order to become a more profitable trader. That's what we're here to offer you at HueFin News and here on YouTube. That's all we have for today. Guys, stay profitable, and I will talk to you later.